Welcome, welcome. We are at Mission Beach in California, West Coast. This isn't my first time going live, but I always forget to send it out. So share it out to people, tap the screen, send some love. That'll get it out to the FYP and get some more people in here. So we are here early morning. It is what time? 6:30. And so we're seeing the beach cleanup. They have the tractor here doing he's not really raking, but he's dragging the sand. So we get a lot of seagrass, kelp and stuff washed up. So they go through and they rake the sand. I can't tell what he has on the back of it. Oh yeah, he's picking up debris too. So it looks like a let me go up here closer. Surf rake. Arbor surf rake. So he's picking up debris that might be on the sand. There are people down here already with fires in the fire rings. And so this beach is popular for bonfires. So then sometimes people leave stuff behind, or hot coals. People put hot coals or embers in the sand. So the surf rake helps with that too. No, this is San Diego, Mission Beach, San Diego. You know, I don't even think I've ever been to a beach in LA. I'm gonna put that on my list. It's not like I've never been to LA. Definitely been to LA. Good morning, CYN. How are you? Beach walk, 6:30. We've got some paddle boarders. I thought I saw some surfers, but I think the surf section is farther down. Sorry, I forgot to check which lifeguard station I came down by. You guys, I stayed up till 11:30, which that's not late to some people, but I wake up at like 4:30, so I was up till 11:30, and then I usually will just wake up my regular time, like I don't need an alarm or whatever, but I woke up at 5:20. And I was like, I gotta get to the beach. I told them I'm gonna be live at the beach for sunrise. So you can see it's really overcast. I'm wearing shorts, bare feet, flannel, t-shirt. So this is Mission Beach. There is an obstacle course there. Yeah, 9:30 in New Jersey. So your day's already started long ago. There's an obstacle course. Do you see that structure over there that looks like a... Let me zoom in. That thing right there. There's an obstacle course under there. I think that's where it's at. And then there's a roller coaster on the other side. As you can see, there are restaurants and bars. There's a place right there where it says Fit. There's a swimming pool in there, and the swimming pool is called the Plunge. And then there's bars and restaurants. There's shops, so you can buy all beach memorabilia and stuff there. When I was younger, there was the Red Onion, and they used to have this promotion where you could win a party for your friends. So everybody fell for this gimmick, which now that I think about it, genius. So you could, quote, invite all your friends to this party, and you would get drink specials and different kind of stuff. So you get a special wristband, I think, and you can participate in this party. Well, inevitably, the perks of the party ran out faster than you used up all your fun. So then the bar would make money off people buying more drinks, of course. But it was really fun. They had a really fun DJ and everything. And they used to have that over here somewhere at Mission Beach. I think it was more on the sidelines of all this like tourist attraction. Oh, you can see those little flags back there. That's where the roller coaster is. So that is a wooden roller coaster that I don't know the history. I'm not great like other people where they can rattle off the history of the universe during their life. But that was saved in the late 80s, early 90s, I believe. They had a group of people working to save the roller coaster because a construction and development company was going to come in and tear it down. Anybody in the chat has more information about that, feel free to add it. There is a building there called Hamels, and that has been here forever. That is an icon. That's a meeting spot. Like if you, it's surf gear, skate gear. I believe they still do rentals and stuff. So paddleboards, surfboards, skates, bikes, all kind of stuff. Whatever you could use down at the beach, they're going to rent it to you. So it's a reference point. So if you're going down to Mission Beach, you can tell people like, oh yeah, so we're going to meet at that shop. It's, I don't know, a few houses up from Hamels, or it's south of Hamels, or so that's Hamels. And here we are closer to the obstacle course. I'm calling it an obstacle course, but I'm not even 100% sure that's what it is. And then in that building, oh, it's called Fit Social. Inside there is the plunge, and there is an indoor swimming pool, very popular, and then all the vendors along the beach, and then you have the people walking along the shore. Good morning, Idaho. What do you think of the beach? So our beach, we get different commentary that it looks dirtier than people are used to because we get seagrass and stuff. So you can see the seagrass, kelp. Sometimes there's dead fish. But since you're from Idaho, let me show you what the... Oops, hold on. I'm trying to figure out. That is what you can see. See these bubble looking things? That's kelp. So kelp, I believe, grows like 2 inches a day. So it's constantly growing. If you come to the beach here, you don't want to really like shuffle that around because gnats live in there. So the seagrass and the kelp wash up from the ocean, and then it lays there until the tide comes in again. And then we had a, oh, he's coming back again. There's a tractor that has a surf rake on it, and the surf rake goes through the first few layers of the sand and rakes up all the debris, and then it collects in this thing. So if he does another pass, we'll see him, and I'll show you guys that. This is Mission Beach in San Diego, California. There were these little sandpipers. I love those things. I haven't seen many of them. They're down the beach a ways, and there's kids over there, so I don't really want to like zoom in. And the surfers are going to be farther down by the pier by PB, Pacific Beach. So we are just beach walking here this morning. Oh, I see it's the trash truck, not the surf rake. So the surf rake might be done. Oh, I think he's all the way south. But you could see there's a jetty over there. Let me pan up. There's a jetty way down there, and there's a pier. That pier is Ocean Beach Pier, and it was heavily damaged in a storm, so it is closed. We cannot walk onto that pier right now. And it's been like that for years. So I don't know when they're going to fix it. And the tide is starting to come in. The beach is actually, well, it's not filling up. There's getting to be more people. So trying to not have a bunch of people on the screen. I mean, it is a public area. So exciting morning antics at the beach. There's the trash truck. And as far as trash goes, the beach is pretty clean this morning. After a holiday, forget about it. It is a disaster. So even if people have good intentions, the trash cans fill up, become overloaded, and then there's just a pile of trash around the trash cans. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Carlsbad is really pretty. I used to have a motor scooter and I used to be a lot more fit, and I would ride my bike or my motor scooter all the way from San Diego to Oceanside and back on the coastal route. So even on a bike, it's very level. It's perfect for a really long ride. And we're talking not electric assist. We're talking actual leg action. So I am down here on the wet sand, so it's more compact. So that's way easier to, hi there. It's way easier to walk on. Oh, I could feel it though. I have not walked on the beach in so long. And then the beginning of the summer this year, I said, oh yeah, I got to go to the beach more often. I'm going to do it. But it's a good thing that I had a lot of other things to do. So I didn't get to the beach as often as I like. Liz! Oh my gosh, hi! We're at Mission Beach in San Diego. Yeah, I said I would come down at sunrise, but I didn't quite make it. So this is what the beach looks like in San Diego. You probably know Liz because you came out here before. I don't know if you went to the beach. Did you come out here or did you go to LA? I don't remember. Or maybe you only got as far west as Colorado. So on our beaches, you can bring your dog, but they have to be on a leash, and it's only until a certain time. And our city ordinance is you have to clean up after your dog, so don't bring your dog and have them making a mess on the beach. Oh yeah, okay, so yes, I remember now. Yeah, so you've probably seen a lot of beautiful beaches up in that area. Hopefully we're going to be going to Monterey, Cannery Row area. Oh, that guy's excited. He's catching it. He's using a boogie board. I'll see if I can catch that since he's down there. But hopefully we'll be going there in January, February. I'll let you check out these waves. They're pretty good today. I don't know, like for surfing, but they're pretty decent. Okay, the kids are far enough away. I'll see if we could catch them on the boogie board. Oh yeah, there's an area up there, Liz, called 17 Mile Drive, and I never drove on it. We drove all the way to Sacramento on an RV trip, and then drove back. We drove up there on the coastal route, so we saw Monterey. We stopped at Cannery Row, which is right there in Monterey, but we did not take the coast ride, just the usual. Okay, this guy's gonna catch it, watch. So you just get on the boogie board and then you just cruise in on the wave. I am not a strong swimmer. I say I don't know how to swim because usually I can only swim confidently without being scared to death in a swimming pool, like under the water. We got a little bird out here looking for sand crabs. Where is he? There he is. I think it's an egret. Look how he prances through the water. So cute. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. If you're new here, this is Mission Beach in San Diego, California. I'm trying to get followers, so follow, like, tap, share, all the good things. I think that's an egret. I don't know if they're a coastal bird. We get all kind of birds because they might migration. So when you come to the beach, as it fills up, everything looks the same. So you could be trying to meet your friend. You're like, oh, I brought my blue umbrella. They get to the beach and there's 1,000 blue umbrellas. So you can use the landmark, these houses right here, so you could describe one of the houses. Majority of these are like a VRBO, vacation rentals, or you can give a lifeguard tower number, and then that will help narrow down where you are at. This is an interesting thing if you haven't seen this before. That little thing is an anchor that helps the kelp stay connected to the ocean floor. I guess it was done with its job. So you can, like, when I was a kid, we would play with this stuff. Now it's like gross and slimy, but you can break open that bubble and it's just a fleshy, gooey kind of like bubble. There's nothing in it. And then mostly our shells are broken. So I'll show you. Oh, there's a crab even. But it's dead. You can see right there. See if I can zoom in. And you can see the shells are cracked. People come down here running, but also they get kind of broken up before they even get to the beach. So this is the seagrass, shells, kelp. Kelp is actually very interesting. If you Google it, you will find out it is used in a lot of different products. Beauty products, food. I think it's like a food stabilizer or emulsifier. But don't quote me on that. You can look that up and see all the different uses for kelp. And it grows super, super fast. So it's totally sustainable. Hey, Ryan. Oh yeah, I do that all the time. I have my phone on silent when I'm having insomnia and then I'm watching while I'm sleeping. So we'll head back south again. There's also an area, so we're at the westernmost side of Mission Beach, but then if you head more east, like if you were gonna walk or drive, you could just drive across the street. There's another parking lot, and then there's an area that's, we just call it the Bayside, and that's the Bayside of Mission Beach. And there are a lot more vacation rentals there. And there's also sidewalks, so a lot of people like to go skating, bike riding, stuff like that over there. And then also paddleboarding. That area is a lot of more calm. So this is the open ocean, so it's got the waves and all that, but on the Bayside it's just a bay, So it's more calm, and people like to do the paddleboarding over there. So these little birds are running along. As the waves come in, there's little sea life that comes in, or it there's crabs down in the sand, and then the crabs will pop up and the birds will eat the crabs. So let me show you. There's a bunch of, looks like air bubbles in the sand. That's where potentially the crabs are at. So these little birds are running along the shore trying to get those crabs and other sea life when it comes in the waves. And they've got the perfect physique for it because they have big webbed feet and little skinny legs. So the webbed feet help them stay on top of the sand, and then their little skinny legs helps the water just go past them. I can't tell if that's a surfer or a paddleboarder. I don't think this is the surf area. Okay, let's walk north a bit. That way when I get home, my feet will really be sore. But we're on the compacted sand, so it's easier to walk. Oops. See what we can see on the sand, the waves coming in. I have my battery pack, but oh good, the phone is holding good. It's not depleting. There's an echo? Is it from my talking? I don't know how the service is here. I have a green light. But definitely can hear the waves. That water is cold. I do not want to get my feet wet. If I do, I do, but not planning on it. Oh, okay, no echo. Okay. And plus, it's kind of loud. The ocean is loud, so, and I don't have a microphone. I just have my phone right by my face. I'm trying to walk closer to the water so I don't get this guy in the shot, but he's running right towards me. And if it was like a beach bod, I would, quote, accidentally get him in the shot, but not trying to have a Coldplay replay here. I know my legs and my feet are probably like, what are you trying to do? What is this thing you're doing called walking? Hey, there's somebody down here even fishing. I wonder if they catch anything. I have seen that before, but I don't know if I recall seeing them catch anything. So if you look up the beach, you could see there's like that black line. That's all debris that washes up from the ocean. It's natural ocean matter, but sometimes people get grossed out. Seagrass, kelp, and then the surf rake comes along in the back of the truck and he rakes up all the debris. But I don't know that they come that far down close to the ocean. They did it more up by the seawall. Yes, every 1K pushes it out. That's what I was telling people last night. I was live last night while I was writing for my Substack. I have to refine that and schedule it to post today and then start on some more. I have 10 more prompts of what I want to write about. So hopefully I'll be doing that today. Tap, 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 guys. Tap it. Oh, 6,000. Yes, we're getting it. Come on. If you're new here, give me a follow. If you can only watch and not listen, that's fine too. I might figure out how to extract the sound and make some sound bites. ASMR. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, Kimberly, thank you. I was checking out your content, and are you in Texas now? I don't know why I was thinking Texas. Did you move back? Do you see Liz is in here too? You guys found me. Probably because I go lurking on your lives. Oh my gosh. Every time I'm trying to guess where you're at. So how are things going? Are you back in UAE? Is that where you were? Or Dubai? Or is it the same thing? Sometimes I start to think it's the same thing. Oh, Abu Dhabi. See, completely off. I thought you guys were going to move back permanently. Well, I guess it's the best of both worlds. You get to go back and forth. I always think I want to move somewhere where it's cheaper, and then I see this. What's that soundbite? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I live like 30 miles inland from here, so I live in a cheaper area, even though it's not cheap. Cheap in San Diego, you can definitely find cheap, but if you're trying to buy a house, it's still going to be $400,000. Unless you buy it like a super tiny one, which that's fine too. You mean me, Liz, or Kimberly? In Abu Dhabi. I mean, this is all I've ever known. I was born in Chicago, but actually on the Navy base there. So, you know, I need to check my birth certificate. I'm assuming I was born at the Navy hospital, but now I'm not 100% sure. And then I was even thinking, like, some things you think you know, but then you realize you don't know. I was thinking about what year did my parents get married? Anyways, so then my dad got orders and we moved to San Diego, so. I think Kimberly likes living there, but probably like everybody else, they like the comforts of home. So comfortably uncomfortable maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna check out the Abu Dhabi beach. I'll ask, but I bet if I looked it up, it would answer my question of do you like to go to the Abu Dhabi beach? Okay, so these guys are fishing up here. So we are walking north, which you could probably tell because if we are on the west coast, then the beach is to my west, which is my left as I'm walking north. And just a little compass education here. The sun rises in the east, so the east is where the sun is coming up. When it hits noon, it should be directly above you. If you're trying to figure out where you are, you wait a little bit and see which direction the sun is going. If the sun is going up, you know that's the east. If it's going down, that's the west. And then you could face north or south from that. Hey, Far Green Girl, welcome, welcome. If you guys are new here, give me a follow if you like to see whenever I go live. I usually have travel content, so I try to go live when I'm traveling. Oh, here's one of these bubbles I was telling you. Let me show you. So this is the bubble when it's broken open. See how it looks like? It's just a thick, meaty kind of thing. And that is connected to the kelp and holds it to the bottom of the sea. Okay, so back to our north, south, east, and west. So if the ocean, if I'm on the west coast and the ocean is to my west, when I'm walking the direction I'm walking now, that's north. If I would turn around and walk the other way, that is south. Here is another piece of kelp. If you would like to research kelp, you can see all the different things they use kelp for. And this water is freezing. I don't even have to touch it to tell you that. The water here is always freezing. And by freezing, I mean California freezing. It's like 65. So this is cool. I don't know if you've ever seen when the waves come in and then they go back out again, and the way it changes on the sand, it kind of like sucks back in, the water sucks back in to the sand. Oh yeah, Liz is going all over the place. She's making plans. Oh, where's your cruise going to? Did I ask you that in the live the other day? Oh, now I'm a travel agent too, so I'm working on that. The thing holding me back from traveling more is paid time off from work. So if I can get this social media pivot and have my husband's income and my income, and then have social media and have that pick up, then we'll see. Because every day I'm on some form of social media and I hear people, oh, I just pivoted, I'm a full-time content creator now. And it hasn't been a long time. And for me, I haven't been dedicated to it too much, so it's coming slowly. But part of my mission, so to speak, is to bring travel to people who cannot travel. Whether it is financially, physically, fear. So a lot of people have a fear of flying, so there's a lot of places you can't get to unless you fly. Well, or take a boat maybe. But I want to bring information about different destinations to people, kind of a boots on the ground sort of style. I'm just a regular person here that lives in San Diego, and I am showing you guys what the beach looks like at what time? 7 o'clock in the morning. So even though I live here, I someday want to have one of these rentals and come down here and stay down by the beach. I've camped at the beach, and I tell you, there's nothing like the sound of the ocean when you're waking up. Hey, Bubby Cactus, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, give me a follow. Oh, look at the dog footprints in the sand. Isn't that cute? So you're allowed to bring your dog to the beach. They just have certain hours, and they have to be on a leash. And a lot of people will bring their dog, and they do take them off the leash, understandable, but always know you're responsible for whatever happens with your dog, whether it's on the leash or off the leash. And if it comes to a legal matter, you're gonna defend yourself better if your dog was on a leash. So this surf rider, this is cool. I haven't seen this one before. See how it looks like surfboards? I believe that is a hotel. So you could book the surf rider and have a room. I mean, if that's a house, somebody's making bank, because there's several units there. It looks like they might even have a little pool, barbecues. These are gonna cost you though. They're not gonna be your $200, $300, $400 a night motel. Okay, so here's these guys fishing. All right, let's keep walking north. There is a pier up there. I think I could walk to that pier. It looks close, but once you start walking, it's like, okay, where are we? It's taking longer to get there than I thought. That pier is Crystal Pier, and that is in Pacific Beach, San Diego. And there are cottages on Crystal Pier. You could stay there, like lodging, like a hotel, in the cottages at Crystal Pier. Oh, I'm glad you guys see each other here, Liz and Kimberly. I think you too, just everybody that I've been meeting on TikTok. It's just the hustle, you know? Squirrel trying to get a nut. But like, I learn about Abu Dhabi from Kimberly and what her life looks like over there. And I learn about the adventures of Liz and Colette and what they're up to, moving from Indiana and just, you know, living the dream. Whatever the dream looks like. To me, the dream looks like not having to work, like meaning punching a time clock. I'm never opposed to work. Working for me could be here at the beach, getting content for you guys, showing you guys what our beach at Mission Beach looks like, what kind of sea life we have, what are these things washing up on the shore, what do the residences look like, which these technically aren't residences. These are pretty much going to be all vacation rentals. So that's something interesting. I wonder what that is. See those umbrellas up there? And then there's something that looks like a searchlight. That's weird. It's not a light, I don't think. Interesting. I have to Google image that later. But looking at the beach here at Mission Beach, going to Catalina Island, staying on the Queen Mary, just all those different things that I can bring to you guys, post content about, do my YouTube videos about, so then people can see what it actually looks like. Because if you're going to the marketing website for a hotel or a location, they're not going to show you this. They're not going to show you the beach, like, you know, the natural stuff that's happening at the beach, and tell you, oh yeah, don't play with that stuff because there's gnats in there. And the gnats are perfectly fine until you disturb their seagrass. So we're walking north here on Mission Beach. I'm kind of in the looser sand, so I feel like I'm tripping. Here's a trick too. When you come to the beach in the summer, the sand will burn your feet. So what you do is you wear your flip-flops as long as you can while you're walking across the sand, and then you can stop but dig your feet in the sand so you get past that hot layer and underneath it's cooler. Then you'll need to take your flip-flops off, and then you can kind of make a run for it, because if you're walking fast with your flip-flops on, the sand's gonna flip and flop up the back of your legs. Oh, somebody had a big dog out here. Look at those footprints. And I'm barefooted. So let's see, get some foot content. My daughter was asking me, oh, are you gonna dig your feet in the sand? You're gonna get foot content? I'll lose my balance. Oh, there's a little swallow. I think they're flying along, swooping up the gnats. It's a little swallow. Let's see if he comes back this way. So he's kind of flying over the seagrass. I think he's grabbing the gnats as he flies by. Okay, at this pace, it's going to take us 4 hours to get to the pier. All right. Ocean, ocean. Who loves the ocean? And then, as you go farther north, you see the landmass poking out. That's La Jolla. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Let's try to get to 10K. 10K, 10K. Goals, people. If that's all you do, if you sit on your couch the rest of the day, you are absolved. You just tap that screen. Get me to 10K. And thank goodness I'm not having to give myself my own likes. Share it out. Let's go to the beach. Oh, these guys are up here playing paddleball or something. So what's cool about the houses along the boardwalk too, all of them are totally different. So they have ordinances about, ooh, we're gonna get hit by the water. Oh, did I make it? Yes. They have ordinances about how tall you can make the building and stuff, but they're pretty tall. 3 stories out here at the beach, that's tall. But it's not like a HOA where they have to have every single building the same. So you can see All the buildings are totally different. Well, those two are light yellow and dark yellow, but I think they're sister buildings. And the same with those. So probably each owner, if they have more than one building next to each other, they're building them the same. Good morning. Lisa, we are here at Mission Beach in San Diego. Lots of seagrass today. This is typical at our beach. It doesn't harm you. You can touch it, you can move it. It's not going to hurt you. A bunch of gnats will fly out, but it's not like that other sargassum seagrass that is like dangerous. This is seagrass and kelp. Kelp is an amazing ocean plant. Lots of different uses for kelp. And that seagrass is tough. It's not like grass like we have at our house. It's like strong. Almost like cording. I wonder if anybody ever braided it or something. Okay, we're not gonna walk all the way to the pier. That's gonna be way too far. So the pier is in north of us, and that is Pacific Beach, Crystal Pier. On Crystal Pier, there are little cottages. You can rent one of those cottages, like a vacation rental, and stay above the pier. I have never done that. I would love to, but what some people might not realize is it's going to be very loud. The ocean is very loud. So the tide is coming in. So it's like pushing us farther up away from the water. I mean, we can walk in the water, but my feet are going to become popsicles. Okay, let's walk back south. Switch hands now. This gimbal is very comfortable. It's a DJI gimbal that I can attach my phone to. I also have other cameras, but you can't live stream with the other cameras unless you are connected to a Wi-Fi. All right, let's walk back south. Oh, I see a sailboat out there. Do you see the sailboat? Let me zoom in. Where is it? Yeah, way out there. See that? Way out there. All right. Welcome, Terry. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for popping in. If you guys are new here, give me a follow. Tap the screen to send the likes. What are we at? 7.9. All right, we kind of stalled. Tapping is free. Tapping is free. Just tap your little beautiful fingers on the screen. Let's get to 10K. Each 1,000 taps sends us out to the FYP. Oh, here comes some birds. Let me stop here. You could see these birds. Oh, yes. See, don't you want all your friends to see that? Share the live, share the live. Here come the birds heading north. I see ships out there. I have not seen any dolphins. I see a buoy. I don't know what that buoy is doing. Oh, those are pelicans. Pelican. Pelican. All right, walking south. We are on the west coast. San Diego. Mission Beach. Hi Lalila. This is Mission Beach in San Diego. Mission Beach. So if we would keep walking north, we would get to Pacific Beach. La Jolla is north as well, but you cannot walk that far north because once you get past Pacific Beach, past that pier, then the land mass starts to be more like cliffs. So the cliffs meet up to the ocean, so you can't walk to La Jolla. Oh, this is interesting. Let's look at this. I don't know what that is, but some sort of sea life, sea plant. Oops, I just crunched a kelp bubble. I'm going to try to adjust this view. I feel like it's kind of crooked. Oh no, maybe it's not. Hey, Unique and Classy, welcome, welcome. We are at Mission Beach in San Diego, California. Sunrise walk at the beach. It is, what time is it? 7:25. The beach is empty. Sorry, so these are all the buildings along the boardwalk at the beach. These are mostly vacation rentals. I'm sure some of them have owners living there, but that is a big ticket item if you have a boardwalk beachfront property. You can make bank renting that out. So we are parked near Lifeguard Tower 13. So that's how we do the landmarks here on the beach. If you're gonna meet your friends, you would use that landmark of which lifeguard tower, which color umbrella. Maybe you have like a little extra flag sticking up from your spot so they can find you easily. Because once the beach starts filling up, everything and everybody looks exactly the same. Sometimes if you go to the beach early, you get your stuff all set up, and then you're just zoning out, enjoying the waves, looking at the water, having your coffee, whatever. And then you look up, you look around you, and the beach is full. Welcome, welcome guys. Thanks for hanging out. Good morning, good morning. We are in San Diego, and this is Mission Beach. My feet are getting some exercise today. One of the best things for your feet is walking barefoot to keep your muscles strong the more support you give your feet, they get more and more weak, and then they start to hurt even more. So it's good to try to walk barefoot to strengthen your feet. Let them use their natural motion to get stronger, but I am not a doctor. I did have plantar fasciitis so bad before. I literally was afraid that as I got older, I wouldn't be able to walk because it hurts so bad. So that's why I researched about my feet and how can I fix my feet, because you need your feet. So I used a really hard plastic roller thing, rolled my feet on that, and it happened that there was like, I don't want to say scar tissue, but like cartilage that needed to be broken up. And I could feel it when I was using that roller. I could feel it crunching away. And that hurt like hell. Then the next day, the plantar fasciitis was gone. And every day from there, my feet just felt better and better. Oh, I hear a jet. Can't see anything because it's overcast. You too, Kimberly. Oh, have fun on date night. Have fun. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, that is a big bird out there. That pelican. See him taking off right now? Welcome, guys. Welcome. We are at Mission Beach in San Diego, enjoying the sea life, the birds. Wow, there's a clutch of birds right here. They hang out and look for the crabs. They're trying to get the crabs. When the waves come in, there's little sea life in the waves, and then the birds get the sea life. Typically it's little crabs. So they might be down in the sand, or they might be washing up in the water. See, their little skinny legs help them stay upright in the water because the water can pass by them easily. Oh, there's a little broken sand dollar. So the water just goes right past them because they have those skinny little legs. Sorry, put the camera down because there was a lady walking past. She's moving too. Keeping fit. So we are here in Mission Beach, San Diego. Sunrise Beach Walk. It is 7:30. So the sun's been up about an hour and a half. I don't know how long I've been live because I did not get here right before. I didn't get here until after, quote, the sunrise. But I can tell the marine layer is burning off, so it's going to start to warm up. People are going to start showing up for their day at the beach. And you can see some people are showing up already. So we're walking south. We are on the west coast This is San Diego. We are at Mission Beach. And that little bird is looking for some treasure. He's gonna find little crabs. Little crabs will roll up in the waves. Typically, we can't see them, but these birds somehow can see them, chase them, and catch them. And then also the crabs live in the sand. So when the water comes up, they try to dig their way down in the sand before the birds grab them. So if you see the bird plucking at the sand, that's what they're doing. They're trying to grab the crabs. There's a paddleboarder out there, living the dream. Okay, sand shot. There's people over here, so just want to not have them in there. All right, back to the beach. Oh, the water's coming up. Mission Beach, San Diego. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you're new here and you like travel content, I do travel content, all different destinations, travel tips, tricks, packing, planning. I am a travel agent, so give me a follow. Check out some of my content. I'm also over on YouTube where you can find a long form videos, and I post the replay of my lives. So if you want to have just some beach ASMR in the background while you work, I'll be posting this on YouTube, and you can have that beach sound. This is Shark Week, so it's the perfect time to come to the beach. What better way to just cleanse your mind and spirit? Start your weekend with a walk on the beach. I always say I need to do it more often, and this is my second time to the beach this whole summer. But the good thing is I've been doing other things. I haven't just been sitting home doing nothing. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, while we take a walk on the beach. Beach walker. He's got his New Balance on. I even brought a sheet with me in case I was going to sit down on the beach, but this is better. Get my exercise in. Walking on the beach, walking in the sand. Lots of people over here jogging. And this guy's even jogging. He's got a bag and a grabber. So if he sees trash, he's picking up the trash. How cool is that? Ooh. Oh, I gotta stretch. Ah, the sand feels so good. I gotta stretch out my feet. I could feel them tensing up a little from the walking. If you've never had an opportunity to walk in sand, it is a workout. You're gonna feel it. So he's picking up trash, but oh, those are like wet wipes or something. Weird. We are here in San Diego at Mission Beach, walking, enjoying the weather. I live about 30 miles east of the beach, and it gets very hot where I live. Today will probably be 90 degrees. Over here at the beach, I think it's around the high 60s. But the water is always cold, cold, like 65 or lower. Okay, let's take a look at the sand. Some more surfers getting out there, getting ready, go in the ocean. Let's see. So along the seawall, when you come to the beach, there's the seawall there in this area. So you can either hop over the seawall, or you can find a spot where there's an opening, and then you can walk through the opening. The seawall is pretty low, maybe up to like your hip. So you could easily hop over the seawall. There are people up on the boardwalk. That's a popular place for jogging and biking. But down here there's less traffic, so I can just wander along. I'll point you out to the ocean. Here we go. And then that way, people, when they come on by, they're just jogging right past. They won't really be stuck in the shot. We're coming up to more people here, so change the viewpoint. All right, let's just stare out to the ocean for a bit. And I will probably be ending the live shortly, so get your view in. And this one will be posted to YouTube later. And you'll find it in the TikTok replay playlist. So this guy is here, he's got a sand bucket on his head. That's interesting. So I think he may be an unhoused person. Maybe he lives at the beach. Oh no, he's doing some sort of exercises. So the tide is coming in a bit, and we're gonna hurry past this guy. love these little white birds grabbing these crabs. Time watching that guy and that. Okay, friends, I think that will be it. We will end the live with a little view of the seabirds grabbing their breakfast. You guys have a great day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for so long. Have an amazing day. Get outside, touch some dirt, get grounded. Have a great day. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Sin. Have a great day, guys. Let's see if I can see who else is in here. Ryan, thank you so much. You might still have me on mute. That's okay. Thank you. You might still have me on mute, but you guys have a good day. See you later. Bye.